Yeah, as far as Genadi's hands, Devin obviously had the video where he is saying that Genadi has small hands. Let's see what he's talking about.
Really good arm wrestler. Like, everywhere I go, I pretty much say that. But I don't know why people always try and convince me of the opposite. And it's not the people who don't know you, it's the people who know you. That's what makes it so funny to me. Like, over here in North America, we all think you're pretty cool. But it's everybody from over there. All the guys that I talk to from Europe, they're like, oh, Genadi, oh, you're going to kill him. He's got little baby hands. Oh, no, no, no.
Are they really saying that, or is he just making that up? Is he just making that up?
Oh, you're going to murder him. No, 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 Devin, you don't even need to train. And, I mean, I want to respect you a little bit. Like, that's why I'm doing all my thumb training and my belt pulling and, you know, arm wrestling and stuff. And
yeah, the belt pulling, that was some real legit training if you guys saw that video where he's basically just snapping his belt around.
I've got this new thing I'm doing where I just kind of...
We're going to fact check whether Genadi has small hands or not in a second here.
I think it should work. But I don't know, Genadi. I don't know who to believe anymore. Like, I know that you say you're tough and everything, but the problem is all your friends from Europe are all private messaging me and calling me on the phone and saying that you have little baby hands. So I'm a bit confused.
Sure. Master trolling. Do you really think Devin had like 20 missed calls from Europeans? Hey, I just want to let you know, Devin, Genadi has baby hands. You're going to crush him.
Anyways, I guess we'll find out soon. I'm working.
But this is grade A trolling from Devin.
And yeah, and I found out that you believe in magic, which is so
love it.
Cool. It's so sweet.
What's up, Tyron? What's up, bro?
Too. Yeah, yeah. I guess if I work really hard, maybe I can somehow convince myself that magic's real. But I'm glad that you still have a magic word. I'll try not to use it against you.
So, does Genadi have baby hands? Let's take a look here. Here's him comparing his hands to Denis Saplenkov. And they don't look small to me. I mean, the finger length, about the same as Denis's. Obviously, look at the difference in the thickness between their hands, though. Denis with the stupendously thick fingers there. But I wouldn't say Genadi's hands look like baby hands. They just look like normal hands, if not a little bit bigger.
Now they are
yeah, Devin does have huge hands. So I mean, compared to anyone else, it's going to be baby hands compared to Devin. But yeah, Genadi looks like normal hand size. But let's look at Genadi and Larry Wheels. Let's look at the hand comparison between these two.
And then this is
when they were doing a little practice session together.
So there's yeah. Generally saying,
again, his hands do not look that small. I mean, they look like average, if not bigger than average.
Times
his fingers were longer than
he's forcing them to do
Denis's, or at least about the same. Am I doing thumb training? I'm doing thumb training every single day, multiple times a day.
Because it is very important.
Are you doing thumb training?
Yeah. So ready, go. They do that. Oh, it is bad. It's not convenient for
Trying to
him.
get beard like Genadi. That's what I know. Genadi beard coming in hot. Coming in hot. Genadi known for the hook, just supremely strong inner elbow. That's one of the main things. So I think it's somewhat debunked that Genadi has baby hands, although in comparison to Devin, anyone's hands are going to look small. Devin has super big hands, long fingers too. What do we got in the chat here? Genadi believes in magic. Yeah, he believes in magic. That's another thing that Devin said in that video. Watch as he turns Devin into a shrunken voodoo head. Well, what was that move that Devin said he was going to do on Prudnik where his whole body like explodes or something? Do you remember that? I think Devin might have some magic of his own as well. Baby hands, it says KA. Even Joe Rogan said his hands are crazy. Yup, I remember that. I was watching that the other day. Joe Rogan on Devin Larry. Joe should definitely have Devin on. I would love to watch a podcast with Devin. Yeah, here's that right here.
Dude, I met this guy. His last name's Laurie. Is Lex Friedman's buddy, who is a world champion arm wrestler. Sorry, I can't remember. I don't want to fuck his name up. He's a world champion arm wrestler, and I'm telling you, this guy had like the biggest fucking hands I've ever felt in my life. Let me find his name.
I think maybe Joe Rogan has baby hands. What do you guys think?
Devin, Laura.
It is Devin. How do you say it? It's Devin Laureate, right?
Laura. Larratt.
Yes. I knew his brother, too. I knew his brother back in the day. His brother used to run this body modification extreme website where dudes get like bolts put in their head and shit and slit their tongue down the middle. And, dudes who did that, his brother run that website. And, dude, I'm telling you, he has the biggest hands I've ever experienced in my life. They don't even make any sense. Like, maybe Shaq has bigger hands, like longer, but this dude's hands were like catcher's mitts. They were so big. Like, you're shaking his hand, you're like, I guess I'm kind of shaking your hand.
Yeah, he's got super long fingers.
Just putting my hand out there into the abyss of what your hand is.
Crazy reach, too. Devin's, like, reach. I mean, just long levers.
Like this just fucking mitt. Just gigantic
He's a
mitt.
professional arm wrestler?
Yeah, professional arm wrestler. That's the dude.
Got to get him on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Dude, he's so big. He's so big, it's preposterous. And I'm like, hey, man, you ever do jujitsu? Because you would fucking murder at it. I guess he did judo when he was younger. But he's on Lex Friedman's podcast. He's a very interesting guy. He's not just like a big, giant guy. He's a very smart guy, too. Which is I'm always fascinated by. Because there's like a lot of brutes out there. Like Josh Barnett's another great example of that. He's a brute. Youngest ever UFC heavyweight champion. Just gigantic man. But very thoughtful. Very introspective. Very... he examines ideas carefully and will give you a well thought out analysis of them. Like, you can ask him about stuff like, what do you think about this? What do you think about the Canadian truck convoy that's in Ottawa? And he'll like give you a well thought out sort of dissection of what's going on with it. I love when there's like a guy like that.
I thought they were going to
Get him on Joe Rogan. Get him on Joe Rogan. He's been on the Lex Friedman podcast. Get him on Joe Rogan.